Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode on Stockertim Special. And today's episode is proudly presented by Stockertim.com. Yes, we are proud and happy to actually finally launch Stockertim.com, the most awaited website and platform for retail investors. So, on today's episode, we'll be unveiling Stockertim.com. We'll also be looking at the big topic that we have for today. Nvidia is doubling down on AI data center, AI infrastructure. And what exactly does this actually portends for Nvidia investors? Are you looking to invest in Nvidia? Have you invested in Nvidia, or you are staying on the sidelines? This episode will actually review so much more. We'll go to the chart to actually see the trajectory, and we'll be also be sharing some bonus, especially a few tips of what we are doing at Stockertim.com. So please join me. Let's get started. Just before we go in, every information shared on this channel is for information and education purpose only. Do your due diligence or consult your financial advisor before making any decision, because investment carries risk to your capital. Let's jump right in. Just like I said, this episode of today's Stockertim special is brought to you by Stockertim.com, our platform, the website that we've been waiting for. We finally launched it today, and we'll be presenting to you what exactly is Nvidia doing and why Nvidia is doubling down on AI infrastructure, and what Nvidia exactly is looking for. So we'll go to the news item that actually is pushing Nvidia up today, and we'll be looking at what exactly is Nvidia looking to do. Is this strategy going to be something that investors should actually look forward to? So I'll be looking at Nvidia's deal with OpenAI. So a few hours ago, while trading actually started on Wall Street, Nvidia has just announced a landmark deal, and agreement with OpenAI to invest up to $100 billion. Yes, you heard me right, about $100 billion in OpenAI on specific milestones. The investment from Nvidia, which is the world's most largest company by market cap, the investment by Nvidia, ticker symbol NVDA, will actually go into data center and power infrastructure of OpenAI. And for every 10 gigawatt that Nvidia is actually supporting with OpenAI, this entire investment will actually go into OpenAI's data center rollout. Like we've always said, the AI super cycle needs a lot of power. As a matter of fact, power in AI terms, in the AI infrastructure, AI data center ecosystem, is measured not in megawatt. It's actually measured in gigawatt. And an average data center, AI data center, actually needs a minimum of 1 gigawatt. That is a lot of power that is going to be deployed into the AI ecosystem. Nvidia's stock has already surged by about 3%. The stock has been on the back foot a few days ago when we had the China news, but on this news, it's actually bringing more confidence into the market that Nvidia's investment into OpenAI's data center and power infrastructure perhaps is an idea of what Nvidia is already saying. We've also seen what Oracle is also billing in terms of remaining purchasing obligation, which is more or less the contract that Oracle is yet to actually deliver on. And you can actually see that Oracle is already looking to do close to about $500 billion in contracts for data centers for the likes of Meta, for the likes of OpenAI, for the likes of Google, and even Microsoft. So that's exactly what is going on today. That is the biggest news for today. And if you also go to some of the news item on Stockertim, especially when it comes to Oracle, which is also a related news, which is still AI driven, Oracle is now also tapped or tipped to actually be the one midwifing and managing the entire TikTok algorithm, and everything will be managed on the Oracle AI cloud, AI data center, and Oracle will be the one to actually, verify and also manage and warehouse the TikTok algorithm, which is a huge one, and that's more or less feeding into the AI data hungry and power hungry infrastructure that actually needs to be built. So that's exactly what's going on. A whole lot of companies that are actually investing big into AI ecosystem, like the likes of Nvidia, the likes of Oracle, the likes of Meta, the likes of Microsoft. They've actually seen that power infrastructure is required for the real AI super cycle. So, and if you look at what CEO of Nvidia actually said to CNBC, he said the partnership is going to be on a monumental scale. Compute infrastructure will form the economic foundation of the future, and by leveraging Nvidia's technology, OpenAI is actually looking to drive AI breakthrough, because the main aim is actually AGI, which is artificial general intelligence. More or less, AI gets to a point when AI is now more intelligent than anything on Earth, more intelligent than the entire humankind put together. So 10 gigawatts, when you actually look at it, it's going to actually see Nvidia deploy close to about 4 to 5 million graphics processing unit GPUs, which Nvidia is actually going to deploy, and that is really the bull case for Nvidia. Even when you look at what Nvidia has already done in the last couple of years, Nvidia is still scratching the surface. Especially, we talked about sovereign AI, the fact that a whole lot of countries haven't even started building the super infrastructure that they actually need. A whole lot of countries, especially in public services, especially in essential services, especially in defense, and a whole lot of critical social services, they will actually need AI to be able to function in the next phase of human evolution. AI is going to require a lot of power, it's going to require a lot of data center and cloud infrastructure, and that's why Nvidia is still bullish. So let's go to the charts so that we can actually put things into perspective as to where exactly is Nvidia going with this new momentum. Is this going to fade with a whole lot of perhaps negative news that is still going to come? Also, OpenAI, who is more or less the big elephant in the room, it's not a quoted company. It's not, it's not publicly traded. The company is still trying to convert itself to, a for-profit organization. Then they can then plan an IPO, and that IPO, we see that as the IPO that's going to be more or less the biggest IPO in the entire mankind industry. But that is still a few years or a few months down the line. We can't actually predict what will happen. But what we have in front of us now that's actually delivering for the entire Wall Street, for investors, is Nvidia. And we at Stockertim, we actually believe that Nvidia has what it takes to retain the market cap, or the largest company in the world by market cap. So let's go to the charts, then we can actually bring this to a close. So just like I said, on the news that Nvidia is actually, investing close to about $100 billion in OpenAI, you can actually see that Nvidia stock has jumped by roughly almost 4% on the day on the news. The news broke around that was around 12:20 p.m. New York time. If you check the last 5 days, Nvidia actually pulled back. If you even check the last 1 month, Nvidia has not necessarily struggling, but the fact that Nvidia hasn't been able to resolve the China issue, not necessarily they having any PR problem with China. Nvidia is just on the bargaining chip between China and the US when it comes to the trade deal that both companies are trying to make. But if you look at the last 6 months, you can actually see that Nvidia has delivered exceedingly beyond what investors actually expected, and Nvidia has been able to cement itself as the world's largest company by market cap. So on today's news, which has pushed the stock to a positive territory, Nvidia has actually more or less wiped out all the the losses in the last 5 days of trading on Wall Street. Is this going to fade? Is this also an idea that actually feeds into more ideas? So what do I mean? We have Anthropic, led by Amazon. We have Mistral AI. We have several other AI projects, AI LLM projects, who actually need these GPUs that Nvidia is actually building. Is Nvidia going to also commit to invest in the likes of Anthropic, in the likes of Mistral AI, or even a whole lot of other sovereign AI that are coming up? We actually see that as a possibility. And what Nvidia is doing, which is a bonus, is more or less Nvidia is actually front loading and also securing the build out of GPUs that Nvidia is going to sell. So if Nvidia is also committing, is already committing to about 4 to 5 million of GPUs for OpenAI alone, it means Nvidia has already secured many years or several quarters of sales ahead of time. If Nvidia is also going to be investing in the likes of Anthropic, which I don't necessarily see as impossible, or the likes of Mistral AI, I see Nvidia more or less actually having a huge backlog of demand that has already been built, that's already been baked into the stock. So as an investor, you don't necessarily want to wait for interesting news like this to actually break before you actually start buying this kind of stock. Yes, no one recommends any stock on Stockertim. We don't necessarily tell you what to buy. We don't even offer financial advice, but as an investor, you want to actually make do with some of this information, do your due diligence, and also make sure you are ahead of the curve. And that's why we launched Stockertim.com, and we are very, very happy to unveil this website today. On this website, we have a whole lot of content. We have videos, all of the videos that you can watch on Stockertim on this channel, on Stockertim YouTube channel. We also have these videos also available, and some of those videos are also premium videos. We also have perhaps the most important content, the most important research information that we share to the premium members, which is the daily brief, as you can see. So if you are a subscriber, you'll be able to get the daily brief every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and it gives you an idea of what we are doing at Stockertim, what we are buying, why are we buying these stocks, what is our strategy as regards the AI ecosystem, and of course, it comes with very, very, very easier way to actually be a subscriber. It's just for $10 per quarter. You should be able to be a member of Stockertim Premium. But if you don't want to be a member now, or you just want to be on the lookout to actually see what we are doing, feel free to be a free member, and you can always read all the timely news that we bring to you. Like, for instance, the news of Apple's iPhone 17, becoming very, very strong in the market. Apple is actually selling a whole lot more than what Apple is actually expecting. We broke the news today as well. A whole lot of other news that has broken in the market. We talked about Google's AI ad empire that is actually still on the crosshairs of regulators, and we still believe Google will actually have a breakthrough. So that's exactly what we are doing at Stockertim.com. We are very happy to launch this website today, and so we bring this to a close. What do you think about Nvidia's trajectory to investing so much more into the entire ecosystem? Nvidia is already making itself more or less as the venture capital to actually boost the AI super cycle, to supercharge the AI super cycle, because there's a whole lot of money and investment that actually needs to be used to build the infrastructure for the AI super cycle to actually be successful. And Nvidia is actually showing up to the occasion in a very big way. That's all we have for you today. What do you think? Do you think Nvidia is a buy for you today, or on this news, on other moves that Nvidia has made in the last couple of days, investing in several companies. Put in the comment section below, and of course, join us on Stockertim.com. You can be a member as well, so that you can also get much more information of how we actually invest at Stockertim.com. Thank you so much. Till next one, keep investing, keep growing, take care, and bye bye.